Okay. That's good. We only need 2 more of those, but we also need the ocarina, the oath to order, and all of the notes. Frick. Can you stop spinning, please? Okay, that's something I wanted to see for like the before. Oh, how much is huge ruby? 200, I think. That's what I wanted to see, so we didn't have to grind as much for light arrows. Oh, that doesn't work. How do I? Is there a? Frick. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Switch? Wait, what switch? Oh, that switch down there. That's probably what I'm missing. Maybe? Heck did that do? Oh. Weird. Never good. There is no situation where I wanted flying pots. Why do they even have a soul? They count as enemies? I guess they count as enemies. I consider them like traps, but I guess they're enemies, yeah. Okay, we need more silver rubies to actually get through here. I don't know if it matters. That might just be the place where you use light arrows. Oh well. Quickest way to the entrance anyways. I wasn't too invested. I mean, I had to try to get the soul because there was a chance that it was something we need. There's souls we still need to spawn. But... okay, I think there's one more room I'm missing. I mean, I can't do that room. Besides that room. Maybe, maybe not. Oh! This one, right? Yeah. How did I get past it, though? Just curious. Oh, it's not this one. We did the water. That was the ice. Here's the ball and chain. Technically, first claw shot used in 2 dungeons for the double claw shot. But yeah, and the earlier items are used a lot more. The claw shots used plenty. My favorite ways to upgrade an item and result. Oh yeah, no, that was definitely. I remember when I got the double claw shot, and my first thought was I was immediately disappointed because I was like, "What? I already have a claw shot. What a waste of a new item." And then I started using it, and it was like probably the most fun item in the game. Being able to cling to a wall and shoot to the next wall. And I'm glad they brought it back for Skyward Sword. That was a good choice of an item to bring back. Okay, I feel like we've gone through all the doors then. We must have gone through all the doors. We could go try to buy light arrows. We'd have to grind a little still, but we could get light arrows and go just beat Ganon. Thing is, I don't think that gets us anything for a check. We need to do it to beat the game. But I don't know why there's any reason for us to do it now. I don't know why there's any reason to do it now. We got... What did we get in here? Did we get anything for Ocarina? We got the Soul of Dino Foes. That was for Majora's Mask. So I know the souls we got that I cared about. Did we get any Ocarina? We got the Flying Pots. Oh, we got the Flying Pots from Majora's Mask. That we've had the Flying Pots here. Dodongo we cared about. Yeah. And did we get any other items from Majora's Mask? We got the Postman's hat. And the Captain's hat. Let's go to Majora's Mask, I guess. Can we warp from here? Where is the... Do you see where the Woodfall Temple is? It's in the Deku Tree. We actually want to go to the Deku Tree first. What? Oh. I should have to look up that one. Glad I got it. The first time Majora's Mask came out, I hit the floor obtain the Zora mask because at the time Boomerang was your favorite item. You get double Boomerang. Oh yeah. Yeah. Zora's Mask is fun. Majora's, of course though, for me, as I've said before, while I had Ocarina of Time, I didn't play it a ton back then before Majora's Mask because Jabu I could not complete it because I was too squeamish. And then and I'd have a friend beat that for me, but then the redeads in the Ocarina of Time freaked me out too much as a kid. That I essentially, once I got to the adult part of the game, I couldn't play it because I had to run through them every time I started the game up. And so I didn't beat Ocarina of Time until much later on, and I didn't play it a ton, but Majora's Mask was like my first Zelda game that I got it released and I was excited for. So while I obviously was familiar with the Boomerang, because it's the Boomerang early on, well, kind of early on, I had, again, Jabu's Belly. But while I was familiar with it, and obviously it's in Link to the Past, but I don't think I owned Link to the Past at that point in time. If I did, I didn't play it much. So, for me, it was Majora's Mask was more of a lot of firsts. Majora's Mask was the first 3D Zelda. Oh, I need to be a kid. Oh, that was waste. Majora's Mask was my pretty much my first 3D Zelda game that I played a lot, and the Oracle games were like my first 2D ones, really. I had played Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time. I had Ocarina of Time and might have even had Link to the Past at that point. Maybe I got it later. I know at least my grandparents had it and I played it there. But this game just didn't click with me yet. Did I got to still played but didn't bother when there was a teen? I mean, I was like 1997. I was like 8 or 9. Was it 1998? I don't know. I was like 8 or 9 years old. So I was pretty young. Kid now, you're a squid now. Oh, I need to... That's not what I do. Okay. Yeah, so... And I know I haven't done any, Oracle remakes despite... Or, not remakes, randomizers, despite the Oracle games being my favorite 2D Zelda. The reason I haven't done any randomizers yet is because I'm still hoping somebody makes some sort of combo randomizer for the two of them. There currently exists a randomizer that can individually randomize one of them. Either one. But you can't combine them into one, and they say there's no plans to, but I feel like combo randomizers are getting more and more popular, so that might change. And the two games really are best together. The Oracle games? Like I was talking about? I was 14, it was until the late 20s. Get over the false fears of danger from horror games. Yeah, I mean, by my teens, I probably wasn't really bothered by stuff like that. Resident Evil 4 was my first actual horror game, and I was not old enough to get it. My parents would not have let me play it had they known, but my, because they didn't let me get M-rated games until I was like 16-ish. But a friend got it, and I played it at their house. The only thing that bothered me is when the chainsaw guy sawed my head off, and that was because more of the shock of the gore than it was for the horror. That freaked me out. But I can warp to the boss. We are not going to yet because there's a check first. But then we'll come back here because we don't have the boss key. We could just warp to the boss. I don't know if we saw what this boss... No, we didn't see what this boss is. Yeah, Oracle Seasons and Ages. I love those games. I've replayed them so many times. Most recently when they came to NSO last year. Honestly, I wish Nintendo would let Capcom make 2D Zelda again, because those and Minish Cap are collectively my favorite 2D Zeldas. I think Capcom did very good at 2D Zelda. Unnatural fear from the FPS you have not seen what could be attacked from sides back. Lost third person. Fair. I haven't really ever been too fazed by horror. I mean, obviously, as a little kid, when I played these games, I said I was freaked out, but once I was... Oh, we have to make the thing rotate. Once I was actually old enough to... Can we make the thing rotate? Once I was a little older, I wasn't really bothered by horror anymore. I don't play a lot of horror because since I don't get the rush that a lot of people get from horror, it's kind of... I have to like it for the gameplay. Resident Evil 4 I like because the gameplay is so good. And I like the exploration of Resident Evil 4. I like the combat. There are exceptions. I guess the one thing in Resident Evil 4 that kind of freaked me out was the thing that hid in the ceilings when you're in the underground area. There was a boss. Link's Awakening your favorite? No, I understand it. Link's Awakening is very solid. I don't have the nostalgia for it. I didn't play it until it came to Virtual Console, I believe, on 3DS. That was my first exposure to it. I had an original Game Boy, but I wasn't into Zelda yet. And so I didn't even know Link's Awakening existed until I was a little older. And then I first played it on Virtual Console, and it's solid. I got the remake on Switch. I replayed it on NSO, and I replayed it. I have the Zelda Game & Watch I replayed it on. So, it's definitely... Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. I regret everything! Oh, God. I should have done a save state up there. Link's Awakening is objectively a very solid game. Obviously, subjectively, if you don't like Zelda-like games, you wouldn't like it, but objectively, it's a very quality 2D Zelda. First Zelda to beat, also first the boss to talk and speak. Yeah. No, I do. When I played it, I very much enjoyed it, especially because it is very similar to the Oracle games in style and mechanically and stuff. So it felt like when I finally played it on the 3DS Virtual Console, it felt like I was getting a new Oracle game. So I do love it. Minish Cap. Yeah. I actually like the Kinstone mechanic in Minish Cap. The only issue I have with Minish Cap is 100%ing. The figurines are abysmal to get. I did it once way back in the day, and then I did it again when it came to NSO. And it was miserable on NSO. I was multitasking while I was doing it because it's mindless as heck. But that's the only issue I have with Minish Cap. The Kinstones I like. It's not too bad farming them. There's not that many different shapes and colors. There's I think like what 4 or 5 shapes for each color. So I don't find it too bad in that much. Or in that regard, it's the figurines that are they're the only. Outside of stuff in more recent Zeldas, like the Koroks, the only thing worse than the figurines in Minish Cap are the figurines in Wind Waker. We don't talk about the figurines. No, I will continually talk about them because I want to complain about them because it was such a solid game, and if you just took out the figurines, 100% would be so much fun. We're watching Ron. I think they found more 7 or shells to figure. You are lowballing. Typically, unless you have insane luck, you're going into 4 digits for shells. You're gonna max out your shell count many times and have to go back. Yeah, it was in the 4 figures. The average, I forgot. There's an estimate that based off of probability of how many you need, and it is insanely large. But the worst part isn't getting the shells, because there are like mini games and stuff. You can win a bunch of shells at a time, and they're pretty quick to farm. The issue is sitting there, spamming through getting things. It takes forever at that dumb Tombola lottery shop. Picking the amount you have to pay, going over, pulling the lever, waiting for the animation for it to show, and then have to do it again. It is so awful. It's... When I say that the only thing worse before Breath of the Wild to 100% was the figurines in Wind Waker, I'm actually not certain. The one in Wind Waker, at least you're not relying on ridiculous RNG, you're just relying on a lot of going back and forth and probably doing new game flashes. Yeah, Wind Waker, it was fun at times, which the figurines in Minish Cap are not. So it has that going for it. It's that HD obviously did help. It's not abysmal in Wind Waker, it's just tedious to 100%. And not something I would do many times. Minish Cap, every time I do it, I say it's the last time I'll ever do it, and I've done it, I think, twice so far, I've said. Maybe I've done it a third time and don't remember. Okay, I didn't need to purify the water. For some reason, I thought that made this rain, but it's this thing. Oh, I never used the bottles. I don't think I was even aware they did that. Generally, those types of, like... Because it was also kind of connected to Miiverse. I didn't really interact with that side of the games that generation. Tingle Tuner superiority. Yeah, I think this is the room. No. I am wrong. This is the room with the frog. I did all that, and I think, is it this room over here? I don't think so. I think it's the top room on the other side, but we'll check. It's not this room. We've already done this room. Yeah, Wind Waker, I did like the Tingle Tuner on the original Wind Waker. I was a big fan. I really liked the Game Boy Advance GameCube connection features in games. Can talk to them, just had to agree to want to connect online to receive it. Yeah, no, I still just didn't engage with those features, so I wasn't sure. I didn't even know what they did. Will you stop it? Can I not jump attack you? Fine. 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 I was doing too much work trying to jump attack you. Behold a man. They have the peripheral. I had 4 of those peripherals because I don't remember which. I think Crystal Chronicles came before 4 Swords Adventures, but I'm not sure. Because I think I got them for Crystal Chronicles. Which, I remember the day I got Crystal Chronicles. I got it on the day... on release day, I had a sleepover with friends. And I grabbed it on my way there with my 4 Game Boy Advance cables. And we did not sleep. We played Crystal Chronicles all through the night. And then I ended up very sick from sleep deprivation the next day. And yeah, Crystal Chronicles is excellent. And then the remake a little less so. And then 4 Swords Adventures I also had to use all 4 for. Also, what is this? This is a boss key. This is a boss key. Spirit Temple boss key. Okay. We haven't found the Spirit Temple, but... Where is Spirit? Yeah, Crystal Chronicles got a re-release a little while back, and it's very mediocre. They fixed some of the issues over time, but I think the biggest one is everybody has individual progress. So going to an area only progresses the first player's story. And if you don't progress your story, you can't access shops and stuff later on either. There's issues. You essentially can't be in a caravan together. It's the feature. The original game had a feature you can import a character from another memory card, kind of to temporarily party up with people, and it's just that. You can't have a permanent party. You might go back. That's fair. I played to the end with Inheritance and that friend Shady. It was the first time I actually beat it because I didn't beat it as a kid, and it was adequate at best. The original hardware is so much better. don't think we know what this boss is. But yeah, no, a lot. They dropped the ball a lot on. At release, the game was so bad that every time you did a stage, it would disband you with the people you were playing with, even if you were playing with friends. And you had to remake a room for every stage. They fixed that issue so you could stay in a permanent party until you disconnect by choice. Eventually, with an update. The Crystal Chronicles update was... Crystal Chronicles remake was one of the worst remakes I've ever played of a game, unfortunately. Because I love Crystal Chronicles. Four Swords Adventures... Four Swords on the main line you have played. You own it, I'd rather go through it with line with a group. That's fair. I've been really wanting to do it with a group online. I did play through it back in the day. Both Four Swords Adventures and Four Swords. Four Swords Adventures obviously is way better. But yeah, I use that connecting device all the time. I had to use it for to get my Jirachis from my Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc, which I did many times. I have a bunch of Jirachis. Like, there's so many different games I utilize that connection for. I also had the Game Boy player. I loved connecting my handhelds with my consoles. Okay. Oh. Can I fight this as a young Link? I might have to come back as adult Link. Let's see if I can fight it. If I can even hurt Bongo. I have to see if my slingshot does anything. Oh god, this is awful. Oh, maybe. Oh, I didn't take out my... Oh, it's even dropping seeds. This might be doable. Frick. I think that does. You have Dinge Fire, which really works too. Yeah, but I don't have much magic. Which is gonna... I'm gonna need to get more magic from one of these drops. There's a magic. Little jar. Okay, you know what? I'm restarting full health. I wasn't quite ready mentally because I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. Let me... Is there any jars up here to recover my magic? Probably not. Not usually in the arena. No. Might have been implemented for the rando, which is nice. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know for sure. So we need magic, or we're not going to be able to. The downside is we're going to do way less damage than Master Sword. It might still be worth it to go back and do this as adult instead. Plus I can't use the hover boots, which I mean, don't necessarily make this amazing, but... There shouldn't be a way to fight this as Young Link in vanilla, but that doesn't necessarily matter. There's a lot of things that work just because of how they're programmed. got in 2. We're gonna save state because this is gonna be a tedious fight, and we're not going for any sort of like skill in this run. So we solved our magic problem. Does Bongo go so hard? It's a cool design. I don't love the fight because I don't like the way the drums bounce you about. Ah, frick. Good time. I'll reload. We lost half our health there. Bongo's a boss, though, I wish we got more lore about. Because the Shadow Temple is possibly the most interesting area dungeon in Ocarina in terms of lore. It's some sort of torture chamber that was used by the Sheikah, who were guardians of the royal family, and it's really dark. It talks about the bloody history and stuff, and I want to know what Bongo is. But yeah, this might be just work in vanilla because frick. This might just work in vanilla because arrows and slingshot might just count as the same type of damage. This is a long fight with the basic Kokiri sword, which I know definitely has a lower damage output than Master Sword. This run's a scene where weapon and OP is OP on certain bosses in the game because they never expect you to have it at the point in time. You know? Yeah, no, I've had that randomizers. That's great. Trigger 2 lore-wise. Yeah, Spirit Temple. I mean, I absolutely could not do Spirit Temple as a kid, but as an adult, oh frick! Why do I do that? I need to hit him with a slingshot ammo, which I'm also low on. I just realized. Oh frick! Nope. Flub that. Yeah, because I'm a big fan of dungeons that... Oops. Dungeons that have a reason behind them just existing. Like, a lot of the dungeons in early Zelda games just are there, and you have no explanation of why they are what they are. That's something that later Zelda games improved on. It's part of one of the reasons why I think Skyward Sword has the best dungeons. And Twilight Princess is probably the second boss. Dungeons for dungeons' sake. Basically, I'm a fan of having a explanation to what the dungeon is, and it's why Majora's Mask, my favorite dungeon, is Stone Tower Temple. You don't get a lot of explanation, but there's a lot of lore to be had, especially in just looking at it, and it's some sort of like Tower of Babel like thing, like some affront to the gods. Flip Nature's alright. in terms of mechanically, I find it kind of a confusing dungeon to traverse. I was trying to get the seeds, and I didn't have time. Because there's a lot of times I've just, despite being good at the dungeon, I'll miss a chest before I invert it, and then I have to go back. Which the dungeon's designed in a way you don't have to ever go back. Frick. So, I don't like that you have to exit the entire dungeon to flip it. But, in terms of lore and design, it's my favorite in Majora's Mask. And I ran out of seeds. This is what I'm worried about. I have 4 seeds. I need seeds. Seeds. Sure, that's fine. I'm much better seed-wise now. That's a good point. Will there be boomerang? The boomerang is slow is one of the problems. So I'm worried about trying to hit them because they're already hard enough to hit with the slingshot, which I think has a slower windup than the bow. I guess it doesn't if you actually hold the seed. God, that took forever with the Kokiri sword. I need a jelly bean. Looks like a tangerine one. Yeah, no, Bongo has some of the best design. Ocarina of Time has some good design for its bosses. Especially... that green ruby sitting there. Well, fuck you too, game. This is a straight fairy too, but like... Wow! The audacity! The audacity! I know it's random, it can't have audacity, but... That took forever! That freaking took forever with the Kokiri sword. That was not worth it. I was gonna say that Ocarina of Time, for being the first 3D Zelda, did some really great boss designs. But then again, Link to the Past has some great 2D boss designs. So... Okay, well... Fuck. Completely forgot everything we got because of that. We want to go to Majora's Mask. We have the hat, the Dodongo's souls... Or we have the potion hat, the Dodongo souls, and the, Oh, this was the Donalfo souls. So we had postman hat and Dodongo souls, at least. Ah, God. What the heck was that? Southern swamps are closest we can get to... No, not worth it. We can actually just... Oops. Oh, no. I think it'll be quicker to go to Temple Time and just enter through the mask shop. Oh, Twin Road? No, Twin Road was great. Yeah, it's a little janky, but... I don't really care. I love Twin Rova. Twin Rova is uncomfortably attractive when they're fused. And take what you want with this knowledge, but I found out recently from somebody else, I don't want to verify it, but I believe them, that there is not a lot of Rule 34 of Rova, which is surprising. But, yeah, the mirror shield thing was amazing. It's wonky to aim it. I feel like Ocarina of Time 3D made it a bit better. That is, to be honest, in their phase. Yeah, their phase 2 form is attractive, and it's okay. I'll take it. We spent a check to gain a check. I also like the banter between them in their phase 1 and then when they die, especially when they die in for Twin Rova. And out to the mayor's office. We gotta check to go do this check. It could be worse. It could have been junk, but this also was just when you spend a check to get a check, you didn't really gain anything or lose anything. Well, that's 5th. I think that's the last one for the Ganon Spirit thing. I think they come in 5s. She's the one lying about their age despite being twins. Yeah. I kind of like the twist in Zelda games when the boss can talk to you. Like you said, that's the thing in Link's Awakening. But like that's Twin Rova does that, and Twilight Princess, I always think of King Bulblin, who obviously you refight. What are we doing? Oh yeah, Dongos. You refight numerous times, and then at the end, he just suddenly talks. I will eventually be doing a Twilight Princess randomizer. I mean, I have to at this point. He spoke. Hey there, Maple. Aliens. We already did the aliens, though. We still have some checks. Oh god, I forgot ones for above ground too. How are you, Maple? Get past it. I think it's on this side, isn't it? I thought the other side is the P-hat. It's going on great. Great. It's going okay. How's it going for you? Is it on this side? I thought the P-hat was on this side, but we'll check. Being Bongo Bongo won't consider Woodfall uncursed. Well, good point. I should check. Okay, you know what? I might die, and I don't want to die, so I'm safe stating. Wow. Oh god, oh god, oh god. About to have dinner, then you get ready for items out. Oh yeah, it's been what, 2-3 weeks since you gave out. I'll try to stop by. What you gonna have for dinner, if you don't mind me asking? You know, I like asking people that. I can fill those every story. Also, this could be something good. That is something good. We can actually use that. That'll help. We needed that in Stone Tower. Okay, let's go check to see if the swamp is, still swampy. That's not at all the correct sentence. Let's see if the swamp is still cursed. Means infinite money. But does the bangers? Light arrows? Why are light arrows infinite money? Am I forgetting something? Okay, we can easily tell if it's poison by just throwing this. It is not. We can do the butler race. Oh god, this. I really hope we can get the butler race and the butler race and the arch. Oh, I need to check to see if that archery has anything. The archery here. I'd like to do those before it, so I don't have to refight Bongo. Leftover food from an Italian place, a Sorrento salad, pears, caramelized pecans, cranberries, and greens, with chicken and pasta vegetable soup. Ooh, that sounds good. I was grabbing some nice leftovers. I love leftovers. Don't have to do a lot of work and get some good food. Oh, frick! The butler race doesn't unlock when the swamp's clear. It unlocks when I bring the princess back, which I can't get yet. Can I get it yet? Wait, no. Where? Oh, God, I'm so far away from everything. I wasted a lot of time in game. We're going to refight the Dodongos because I wasted a lot of time in game. And I just need to go, and that's my last save state. And I need to just go, I think the princess will be in Woodfall. And we could warp to Woodfall. Is that the better path to warp to Woodfall? Because we could go to Woodfall from here. I don't want to refight Bongo. Yeah, you run up the path or usually exit. Yeah, that's how I need to get it. Use front terminal field bubbles for money. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I think the Dodongo's easy enough to farm money. But, yeah, we're,